Jessica.
I'm Erica.
And this is our video on our STEM clubs. So what our STEM clubs are is an outreach event where we go out and connect with groups of kids and teach them about STEM activities. The events encompass a presentation where we have many fun, interactive STEM activities, and we cover many different topics in all aspects: science, technology, engineering, and math.
How we established the STEM clubs as they are today is we connected with already established organizations like the Pacer Center for Children with Disabilities, as well as the Dakota County Foster Group, and we talked to them about possibly implementing a STEM-specific class, because we know that children with disabilities, specifically girls with disabilities, as well as foster kids, are generally underrepresented and under-targeted for STEM careers. So we reached out to those organizations and asked if they'd be interested in implementing a STEM education program.
Yeah, we found that organizations that work with kids are so excited to get STEM integrated into their program. So all you have to do is just send a quick, simple email, and that can make your connection if you'd like to run STEM clubs like we do in your own area. The next thing for STEM clubs is figuring out what exactly goes into one. So the first thing you have to do is figure out when you'll be running the STEM club. We have one weekday STEM club and one weekend one. So you just have to kind of work with the organization and see what kind of commitment they're wanting and when you can do it, and make sure that day works for your team.
Another thing that goes into planning the STEM club is putting the curriculum together. All of our STEM club curriculum is custom made, so we go out and we look for activities that the kids can really use interactively and that'll teach them about the STEM specific topics. So we'll compile a bunch of activities together and kind of mesh them together into one set of curriculum where they can learn all about one specific topic. A lot of the times we'll also collaborate with the leaders of the organizations that we're working with to see what exactly kind of STEM curriculum they're looking for. So to see if they're focused on a particular aspect, or if they know that the kids will be interested in programming or robotics. And so we'll work with them on that. And then after we figured out all the activities that we want to do, then we'll compile a materials list and send it off to the organization.
If you don't want to make your own curriculum, we have posted all our curriculum and material lists on our website. You can access them at our website, greengirlsrobotics.com, and you can use this with a variety of age groups. And they're just like a great way to get people involved, and you can customize them to fit with whatever group you're working with. Another important thing to consider when planning your STEM club is the specific details for that day. So you need to know what time the session starts and ends, so you know how much time you have to plan for activity-wise. But you can't just be there that time. You also have to schedule in for yourself setup time and cleanup time. So don't overbook yourself. Sometimes these activities can last long, and then you have to do a long cleanup process depending on the activity. We did an activity where we used a lot of water, and that took a long time to clean up. So you don't want to schedule something that you could be late to after these activities. So if you start hosting STEM clubs in your own area, you'll get more used to the rhythm and know how much time each event will take. But don't be fooled, it's not just going to be at the class time.
So the day of the event, generally we'll start off the STEM club with an icebreaker activity. That way the kids can get to know each other a little bit better and get to know us a little bit more as well. So we'll do the icebreaker, and then we'll move into the material for the STEM specific event. So generally we'll start it with like a little intro of what we're going to be doing that day, and also the topic that we're going to be focusing on. And then in the curriculum, we also provide real-world examples for the kids. So if we're learning about chemistry, the different types of jobs that exist in the professional STEM world that you can apply chemistry to, so that way the kids can see with the concepts that they're learning with the interactive activities, that they can see that it can be applied to the real world. And then we'll move into the interactive activities, and we usually try to do them all together as like a big group, so then we can keep everyone kind of doing the same thing at the same time, which is a lot easier just to control everything in a group setting. And so we'll work through the different activities. The rate will depend based on the different type of activity you have.
And then to conclude the event, we usually have a sharing time where they share what they've created if it's a building type thing, and we always like to give them something to bring home to remember the class, show their friends and their parents, and it really just gets them super excited about what we're doing. So like I mentioned before, after the event's done, you want to clean up and make sure to help whoever space you're working in with their cleanup. Don't just assume they'll do it. If this is your first time running the STEM class with this particular group, make sure you talk about future times and just really engage during the activity. That's like our biggest tip.
Make sure you follow up after the activity through an email or a phone call with the organization that you've been working with to see, looking into dates for future activities or opportunities for future collaboration.
So that was our video on our STEM Club outreach activities. We hope you enjoyed watching.
Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us on our social medias. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at @GGRobotics, find our Facebook, Green Girls Robotics, or email us, greengirlsrobotics@gmail.com. And always, you can find more information on our website.
Yep.
Peace.